hello there everyone, and welcome back to Top 10, another Cannes fashion review. Week 2 of the Cannes Film Festival just wrapped up, and we're here to break down the fashion highs and lows from the week. And as usual, the Cannes red carpet was graced by a mix of A-list celebrities and a lot of mostly unknown faces, but all of them were definitely going out of their way to dazzle, and everyone was actually trying to bring their A game to the red carpet. But as usual, while some of our celebrities nailed their looks with style and elegance, others really, try again next year, maybe. Or maybe not. Ready to see who slayed and flopped in week 2? Just one little thing before we dive in. I know that many of you point out that I have not included a specific person or another specific person. This is just a selection of hundreds and hundreds of dresses, tens of dresses from every night. It's a lot of nights we're covering here, so it's a selection of hundreds of dresses. And what I basically do is, I understand that you actually go and look for your favorite actor or model or actress or whatever, and you go and look maybe for a specific person or a few specific people. Well, for me, I go through hundreds to check how they were dressed, and I try to form an opinion. And when I do these videos, I pick out what caught my eye for the wow effect or for the oh boy no effect. And again, this is only my personal selection, and it's based on my personal taste. Some of you disagree, which is really great, and I totally love it. I love it when people disagree. I love it when people say their own point of view, when they explain why they differ from my opinion on fashion. That is all good as long as we keep it civil. Now, without any further ado, let's go into week 2 selection of fashion tops and flops. Now, on evening number 7, we can say that this was the evening of the super top model. On the Montée de Marche, all eyes and cameras were definitely for her. Bella Hadid is back at Cannes. The film for the evening was the film The Apprentice. And of course, we've got a lot of actors and actresses from the film there, so let's move on to our review for week number 7. The first one up is Diane Kruger. Diane Kruger there is in Atelier Versace, and I thought that she was a total vision. Please check out the Chopard earrings that she is wearing. This is a 5 out of 5 from my point of view. Rosie Huntington in Saint Laurent. Now, super chic. I know that some people said it was a little boring. I actually loved it. And please note again the Tiffany & Co earrings. I mean, I'm not sure about the overall thing. It maybe could have been something slightly more daring, something more groundbreaking, I don't know. But I think that she wears it perfect. She is absolutely beautiful, and whatever she wears, she actually makes it look amazing. From my point of view, she was super elegant here, and it's a 4.5 out of 5. If you like our videos, please remember to like, share, and comment. It's not a biggie for you, but it is actually super important for us. Also, subscribe to our channel and hit that bell so you make sure that you don't miss our new videos. And if you do want to support us and you want to help us continue producing our content and you feel extra generous, right below the video is a super thanks button, and if you actually hit it, well, we are extremely grateful for your support. Next one up is Iris Law. This, from my point of view, is trash. It's not modern, it's not latest fashion, it's just plain ugly, full stop. And when I actually saw it, I thought that she actually, when she was told you're going to the festival, she probably did not understand that she was going on the Cannes Film Festival red carpet. She probably thought she was going to Coachella. So that's the only reason why you would pull out an outfit like this one to the Cannes Film Festival. From my point of view, this is a 0, maybe perhaps a 0.5, but it's really bad. Greta Gerwig in Prada, this one. And this is one from Greta that I did not particularly like. I love the hair, but the dress I think is kind of wrong from top to toe. It looks like she has sort of trouble moving in that thing, and I really don't like how it looks on her. It's not particularly flattering, and I really don't like it. So from the only thing I really thought was absolutely wow are the Chopard earrings, but from my point of view this is a 1.5. Jessica Wang, this one is a level of weird I really liked. There is something weird about the skirt, but I really like this dress. So this is a 3. Claire Holt in Alberta Ferretti. I like the way they're kind of using that lace here to cover up what's totally uncovered. It's not my favorite dress, and I really don't like these dresses where you basically see everything because there's too little fabric. I don't like too much fabric and not even too little fabric, but this one, the lace here, kind of makes it acceptable, and the skirt is breathtaking, so it's a 2.5 from my point of view. Now, Cate Blanchett, will she ever get it wrong? I don't have the answer to that question, but I definitely know that, again, she got it right with that dress. 3.5 for Cate. And Bella Hadid. I think that actually Bella was, for a number of reasons, the superstar of the evening, and wherever she goes, she makes a statement. At the Cannes Film Festival, she surely always has made statements. Sometimes I like them, sometimes I really didn't, but she's sure one that doesn't go unnoticed. This is one of my not particularly favorite dresses. I'm not 100% sure I like it because there's something wrong with the midi length on this dress, and that sort of hem is horrible in the skirt. The upper part I really love. Would have loved for the boobs to be slightly more covered, maybe the nipples, but it's actually stylish. It's wonderful. It looks very good on her. It's not perfect, but it's perfectly styled and perfectly accessorized, and she sparkles with that smile. So from my point of view, this is a 3 out of 5. Coco Roach, I know a lot of people found this breathtaking. I personally didn't, really didn't. It's a 2 out of 5. Urvashi Rautela. I love that Indian actresses always try and bring something very like new, something that actually generates these very strong reactions, because normally Indian actresses actually bring these big dresses, very colorful dresses, very detailed dresses to the red carpet. I really like that, but this is another one of those that I actually thought was really too much. Like when the color pops that much, normally what she would do is kind of keep it simple, and I think that it's really too much. And in a way, she could have maybe been lighter on the accessories, but even the accessories, I mean, look at that bag, it doesn't go unnoticed, and that belt with everything that was already going on with this dress, it's just literally too much. From my point of view, it's a 0.5. Kate Alexieva, of course, wrong pronunciation. The point is that this dress is perfect for Cirque du Soleil. There's a lot of everything there, really a lot of everything. And so I was left wondering when I saw it, did she really need the gloves, or did she really need that gigantic stole? I mean, just lose at least one thing and maybe it doesn't look like you're being swallowed by everything you're wearing. From my point of view, this is a 0, possibly 0.5, because I've seen worse, but nothing more than that. Maryam Zolghadr. Now, OMG, I will add nothing more other than 0.5 for her. Now, Pia Wurtzbach. She's a beautiful woman. I really don't understand that gigantic that she's wearing. It really looks like she's wearing a huge bag that doesn't at all do justice to her beauty. Not the color, not the cut, not the way it looks on her. I mean, this is just the wrong dress for the beautiful lady, and this is a 1 out of 5. Andreea Cristea. This is an example of where the designer gone completely mad and the stylist should have told you to stop, but you actually picked the totally wrong dress. It's a 0.5 from my point of view. Evening number 8 was the evening of the Italians. Italy, evening number 8, red carpet, was speaking Italian. The first film was a tribute to Marcello Mastroianni with the screening of the film Marcello Mio. The second movie, star of the night, was Parthenope by Paolo Sorrentino. So it was really the night of the Italians. Even though the scene was stolen by Charlotte Casiraghi, which I will give you a little spoiler, I did not fully like. I think that she can do much better than she did on evening 8 at Cannes. And here we go with Charlotte Casiraghi. She's all in white. The dress is kind of beautiful, because I must say that I liked it. I know that a lot of people said it looked like an undergarment. I liked it. The thing is that it looks like she hasn't done anything about her hair and her makeup. It's just completely sloppy. It just looks like that she walked out of the house without even doing the hair or the makeup. So this is the reason why it's a 2 out of 5. Sting and Trudy Styler. Now, why? He looks so sloppy again, and this is perfect clothes for streetwear. Like if you're walking in the streets, doing a little bit of shopping or just wandering out and about, this is perfect. But when you are walking a red carpet, Sting should know better, and I think that he completely failed this one. And about Trudy, what is that belt? So overall it's a 1.5 for the two of them. Elsa Hosk. From my point of view, the dress is not even worth mentioning because it's nothing special. The only reason why she made my personal selection of week 2 of Cannes is because the hair and the makeup are one of the best seen so far. I really like it. I like how that hair goes with that dress. The makeup is really very nice. So overall, it's a 3, even if I'm really so not crazy about that dress. Celeste Dalla Porta, Paolo Sorrentino and Stefania Sandrelli, which were like a bit of the Italian contingent of the night, and they are wearing Saint Laurent. Apparently the Italians all chose a Saint Laurent because we've got another couple of Italians coming up in Saint Laurent. The only thing I really don't get about these 3 is the shoes that she's wearing. They are on the right. And I understand that a lot of people will say, well, they're probably age appropriate. And no, I don't fully agree with you, because it's fine to look for comfort and for something that's absolutely age appropriate, but you're still walking on a red carpet. And you can do better than that. Even if you're looking for something that's comfortable, you can still go for something that's nice. Overall, for the three of them, I think that it's more or less a 3, because they kind of look good, other than that shoe thing slip up. The next one is Isabella Ferrari. Again, Saint Laurent, as I said. This one is a bit of old school here. And very honestly, I keep looking at it. I think I looked at it now probably 5 or 6 times, and I still don't get the color. Is it blue? Is it green? Or is it black? But anyway, regardless of the exact color shade, it's a 2.5 for me. Luisa Ranieri is the next one up. She's elegant, but still, as I keep saying, this is a red carpet, and she lacks that je ne sais quoi, as the French would say. From my point of view, it's a 3 out of 5. Vincent Cassel and Nara Baptista. I like these two. Nothing more to add. 3 out of 5. Pia Wurtzbach in Fendi Couture this time. It's a bit of a fishnet effect, but she just looks so dashing that overall it's definitely a 3. Pierfrancesco Favino, as I already said in one of my previous videos on Cannes, he is in the jury this year, and this is an example of a perfect Italian elegance. He left me a bit disappointed. I think it was probably the first night, because he had all these wrinkles on his trousers, but this round he is absolutely perfect Italian elegance. The shoes, everything there is right. It's a nice 4.5 for him. Well done. Paola Paulin. The upper part is totally yuck. I really don't like it. And I'm not even sure that those shoes actually go with that dress. And the clutch she's wearing, not really sure. It's a 1 out of 5. Yeah, 1 out of 5 is fine. Next one up is Veronica Lucchesi and Dario Mangiaracina. Again, pronunciation, I'm sure it's not correct of that last surname, but this is not the point. So this is a no. Moving on for the both of them. They're wearing Moschino, but it's a 0.5 from my point of view. Nesrin Sanad. You probably know my taste by now, so don't even get me started on that stole that she's wearing. The dress is not bad, and this is the only reason why it's a 1.5 instead of a 1 out of 5, but that stole is just plain horrible. Anna Nushin. I think that this is a wardrobe malfunction. It looks like the dress is completely unfinished. I mean, this is the only reason why that dress must look like that, because it must be an unfinished dress. So let's just leave it there and let's say that it's a nice 0 and move on to Alessandra Ambrosio. And it's like, oh yeah. Very simple, very beautiful. She pulled this one off fantastically. She's also beautiful, which definitely helps. And overall, it's a 4 out of 5. Nataly Osmann. And sometimes, you know that I always say that she could have done less, this is way too much. Well, this is one example of where I was probably hoping for something more. This is a 2 out of 5 for me. Lucien Laviscount, and I'm sure again the last name is totally wrong. He's wearing Dolce & Gabbana, which I'm normally not a fan of, but I think that this fitting is perfect. It looks great on him. It's a 4 out of 5. Yves Gilles. What's that? I mean, the hole in the front, what's going on with that entire thing? It looks, all the rest looks like a curtain. I really don't like it. It's a 1 out of 5. Paulina Erofeva, I don't know how to pronounce that surname, but she makes this list for a totally wow effect. From my point of view, this is a 4 out of 5. I love the color. I like the styling. I like how it fits on her. It's very, very nice. This is literally eye candy. Alessandra de Tomaso. Now, when I saw this, I don't know why, but it immediately made me think, you remember the soap opera Dynasty? That's exactly where my brain went to when I saw this dress. Probably comes out of those wardrobes. It's a 0.5. Jenny Gordienko. Now, this is exactly what I mean when I say you would hope for less. Really less, please. 0 from my point of view. Rhoda Mohammed. I really apologize for pronouncing this wrong, and I'm really even more sorry because she is beautiful, absolutely beautiful. From my point of view, one of the super best so far, 4.5, and check out that boucheron necklace that she is wearing. It is definitely something. Now, day 9, or even better, evening number 9, was the evening for the movie Le Comte de Monte Cristo. And one of the dresses that we saw is this dress with a very, very, very long train with the face of Christ, an extra large Christ face on it. And very honestly, I'm not actually sure this is the best occasion for that. But moving on. This was also the evening of the beautiful and always smiling Eva Herzigova. And she actually stole the spotlight for everyone here. She was absolutely beautiful, and she is living proof that you don't need to be half naked on the red carpet to make an impression. She is sexy, but she is elegant, and she actually only has her back showing, but it's just so super chic, and I actually thought that she was absolutely the best. That was a spoiler, so let's move on to the first person of evening 9, and it is Bella Thorne. Now, first of all, let's all look at that Chopard necklace. I honestly couldn't stop staring at that thing, so probably I didn't even notice the dress. And I think that the dress kind of goes unnoticed because you just can't take your eyes off that thing that she's wearing at her neck. But overall, I think that this is a 3.5 because I kind of like it when I look at it. Eva Herzigova in Saint Laurent. It's like effortless, elegant, chic, sexy, and the back of the dress is absolutely something. Please note that back, and this is a 4.5 for Eva there. And of course, we need to have a little bit of royalty on the red carpet. This is Cannes after all, so you would expect to see some Casiraghi there. And we've got, of course, Beatrice Borromeo and Pierre Casiraghi. Beatrice is wearing Christian Dior Couture, while Pierre is wearing Dior. They're both beautiful, and I mean beautiful the clothes and beautiful the couple, but it's just a little flat. It's not something that I mean actually makes you say wow, or well, it left me sort of like emotionless. But still, as I said, they're beautiful. There's nothing violently wrong about it. I was just expecting probably something more, so this is a 3 out of 5. Bon in Chanel Couture. I like the dress. I kind of liked it. The point is, why those shoes? I mean, she got me. I was there completely for her and for that dress. And then I saw the shoes and I thought, oops, 2.5, moving on. Sofia Resing. I love this. Or literally, when I saw it, I thought, okay, I like this. And I started thinking, so I really would not want to be the people sitting like behind her, because they're not going to be able to see one single thing of what's going on around them or in front of them, because those two wings are gigantic. So other than those two gigantic wings, I think that this is a kind of 3.5 out of 4 or out of 5, maybe even a 4. Sorry about the slip up. But Poppy Deliving, I love the sage color of this dress. Everything that is going on in the upper part of the dress I really like. I'm just not a big fan of these very, very, very deep thigh-high slits, and I probably would have liked to see a few more centimeters of fabric there. But anyway, it's a 3 out of 5 because she looks good in it. Sasha Pivovarova, and I'm sure that that's wrong again. I'm sorry about that. Can't get all the names right. She looks like a Ferrero Rocher wrap, and I think we can all agree on this. The bow is totally, completely useless. You really, no matter how hard you try, can understand the reason why that bow was placed there. It's a 2 out of 5. Isabelle Goulart. I normally don't like the clothes where you can actually see the lingerie out of them, and as I just said for Poppy, I'm really not a big fan of those huge gigantic slits, but for some reason this one really worked. I loved it. I loved the flower motif on the shoulder. I loved the lace undergarment, and I really like how she looked in this. So to me, this was a 4 out of 5. Elsa Hosk. Classic. Not groundbreaking, but this goes to show that sometimes classic is really the right way to go and a winning card to play. What was really striking here is that Tiffany & Co necklace. Look at that. Now this is a 3.5 out of 5. Verena Kerth. Now I kind of like the neckline. I really don't understand those lines, in which direction they're going. They're going a bit all over the place, and it's kind of making me feel a little dizzy when I look at it. So from my point of view, this is a 1 out of 5. Haifa Wehbe. She's clearly trying to pull a Marilyn effect out of this style that she's wearing. Unfortunately, it did not turn out that well, but please note the Damiani jewels that she is wearing, because those are something, all of them. This is a 1 out of 5. Now, Kate Alexieva. Who needs a dress when you got jewels and you can only wear those and think that you can walk the Cannes Film Festival red carpet? A nice 0 for you, and from my point of view, try maybe next year. Try wearing an actual dress, not only jewels. Manel Sualia. Perhaps she could have buttoned up one more button, because she's got a lot of tiny buttons on that dress, and a couple more would have been perfect from my point of view. This is a 1 out of 5 because I was not that impressed by the dress and the overall look. Yu Yitsu. This is an outdated version of Cinderella. Literally, no, 1 out of 5. Hofit Golan. With that dress, did she really have to put all that gigantic stole behind her? I mean, did she really need that gigantic purple cloud. The dress is extremely rich itself, and all that cloud behind her, I think it's actually really too much, and this is where you would hope for something less. It's a 1 out of 5. Jenny Stray Spetalen. She's got wings. Like, she's got huge wings. I really don't get this dress, so it's a 0 out of 5 for her. Ola Farahat. That gigantic brush that she's wearing in the lower part of the dress can really come in handy when you've got to repaint the house. So bear that in mind. You might want to get this dress when you need to do some repainting of your walls. 0.5 out of 5. Bambi Northwood-Blyth. Now, the lower part wrinkles and the upper part is horrible. Nothing more to add, 0.5 out of 5. Now, Julie DeBona. What's going on with the lower part of the dress? I don't understand it. It actually looks like it doesn't even go with that dress. It looks like it's something that was put there for, I don't know what reason, because I really don't get that. But again, what's really wrong about this one are the jewels. Not the jewels per se, because the necklace is absolutely beautiful. It just doesn't go with that neckline. It's completely wrong because you can't even see the necklace in full. So that goes to show how you can actually pick the wrong accessories. And this is a 0 out of 5 from my point of view. The next one up is the last of day 9, and it's Farhana Bodi. Now, I know that I normally don't like these big, gigantic dresses, but even if it's a lot for my personal taste, there is something that kind of works with this dress. The color looks amazing on her. It kind of actually goes very well with the red carpet. So I must say that from my point of view, this is a 2.5 out of 5. Evening number 10 was the evening of the movie L'amour oeuf. But what I think was really impressive for evening number 10 is that finally Greta Gerwig turned into Barbie. She finally turned into her movie. She is wearing this gigantic Barbie doll dress in Barbie color, so Greta became Barbie. And if that's not Barbie, what is? But from my point of view, Greta is still a 3.5 out of 5. And again, we have Bella Hadid coming back for her second appearance in Atelier Versace this time, and boy does she look beautiful in that dress. The accessories and the styling are absolutely flawless. The black dress is a black dress, but it's not boring at all, because sometimes black dresses tend to be slightly boring. I'm not saying that that's always the case, but sometimes they actually tend to be, particularly if they're not extremely detailed or they've not got a lot of things going on with them. But this one is an example of how black and simple is definitely not boring. This is a wow effect. It's very well played. It's a 4 out of 5, and do check out the Chopard earrings that she's wearing. Aja Naomi King wearing Miu Miu. When I saw this, I was actually wondering if this was ever meant to be an ensemble, because it really looks to me as if they had a skirt sitting round and a top sitting round, and at a certain point someone actually said, why don't we pair these two things? But it doesn't look like it was thought to be worn together. I don't know, it doesn't feel like that to me. I'm not sure, but from my point of view, this is definitely a 2 out of 5. Lily Gladstone. Now, this one I liked. I probably would have given her a higher score if it was not for that tulle stole. Was it really necessary? I really loved how the tone of the earrings actually matched the pink from the embroidered flower, and there was already quite a lot going going on in the upper part of the dress, she really could have done without that stole because it really adds nothing here. Literally nothing. Dye Miriam. Black and white, and this is the kind of black and white that I personally enjoy. She looks like an Oreo cookie, but I cannot object to this cookie. So from my point of view, it's a 3 out of 5. Aditi Rao Hydari. This is another black and white dress. Black and white was apparently a very, very, very popular combo this year. Very popular because there were a lot of people wearing black and white. But this is an example of a black and white that I don't really like. The show party earrings are something, but this is a 2 out of 5 for me. Jessica Wang. I'm not sure this is actually a dress, but I really love how she looks in it. So from my point of view, it's totally amazing and it's a 3 out of 5. Ariadna Gutiérrez. Super love this one. Super, super love. It's kind of in the region of the bridal style there, but it's got this kick. That floral motif in the upper part is absolutely beautiful and it's a 4 out of 5. Simona Juxtaite. I love the color. The rest literally looks like the seamstress went completely mad when she put this dress together. So from my point of view, it's a 1 out of 5. Amandine Noworita. There's a lot of fabric in this dress, literally tons and tons of fabric, but it is actually lacking exactly where I would have loved to see some more fabric there. So unfortunately, from my point of view, this is a 1 out of 5. Barbara Innes. Now, this is a personal problem with my own personal taste, so I don't like these dresses that are only like a jewel effect. And this was basically jewels and no dress to it, and from my point of view, there has got to be at least a little bit of dress to be able to call it a dress and rate it as fashion instead of jewels only. So it's 1 out of 5 because she actually looks kind of good in it. I just don't like it. Isabelle Goulart. Now, here, this one, I have seen nicer tiles in a lot of houses. I mean, compared to those, I've seen many, many nicer tiles. And why would you lay tiles on a dress? I mean, she is wearing the red carpet, so probably she is wearing the message. She is actually wearing on her dress what she's actually doing. But other than the tiles, I mean, also the rest of the dress is kind of horrible because it's got this huge neck that actually swallows her completely. You look at her and you basically almost don't even see her. So I really didn't like this one. It's a 0.5 for me. Camille Cotin in Dior. It's elegant, it's nice, it goes perfect with her body type. So this is a 3.5 from my point of view. Caroline Brooks. Now, there is not much totally wrong with this dress, but still, aren't we completely sick and tired of seeing these huge tulle skirts? I know I personally am, so this is a 2 out of 5. And the last one from day 10, I actually left for last, what I thought was the worst of all. This is Doli Grace, and oh no, that's not graceful at all. That's a 0 out of 5. Evening number 11, which actually means the penultimate red carpet, preceding basically that of the closing ceremony and, of course, awards ceremony, which is going to happen tonight. And here we have two distinguished testimonials of the silver-haired style, Andie MacDowell and Helen Mirren. But first of all, let's see what Berenice Bejo was wearing. I like the hair. I like that nice, very simple red dress that she's wearing, and this is a 3 out of 5. Now moving on to Helen Mirren in Elisab here. The color looks amazing on her. The styling, the jewels, it's all like top level. The upper part of the dress has got that kind of X shape that really works very well with the shoulders of the dress. This is how you make a classic dress look fresh, and this is how you get a 4 out of 5. Andie MacDowell. Now, not sure about those kind of weird trains or whatever it is that are coming out of the back or the sleeves of the dress. Don't understand, and probably would have preferred that she do something different with the hair. This dress doesn't do much for me. It kind of looks not too bad on her. I'm not 100% sure about this overall look. So it's a 2.5 out of 5 from my point of view, because it's not bad, but still not wow. Melanie Laurent. I like the color. I'm totally unsure about that fitting. I don't think it's flattering on her. I also kind of like the color on her, but the rest of the dress is so not flattering. So it's a 2.5. Emmanuelle Béard. I like this, and a different kind of belt would have been the cherry on top, but unfortunately I think that she picked the wrong belt for the occasion and for what she is wearing. So it's a 3 out of 5. She could have gone higher with a slightly different belt. Sang Ziyi. From my point of view, this is what an evening gown should really look like. I like this, and this is a 4 out of 5. Coco Rocha. She looks like a flower, and I totally loved this flower. It's a 3.5 out of 5 in my own personal opinion. Valeria Pavellin. I really need someone to explain to me what's going on with those silver embellishments, especially on the skirt. Like the one on the front, it looks like a tongue of lava that just came out of a volcano. It has no reason to be there, and the way it looks, I don't know, I really didn't kind of like it. And I think that the purse is all wrong. In so many ways, so it's a 2 out of 5. Sofia Nikitchuk. There was a lot of black and white, as I said, at Cannes this year. Really a lot of black and white, and this is not the worst black and white I've seen, so it's a 2.5 out of 5. Raya Martigny. Very honestly, it doesn't look like she's enjoying herself in that dress. So why would I like her? From my point of view, it's a 1 out of 5. Now, Nataly Osmann is the next one up. And when I saw this dress, I thought, okay, there's already a cutout in the upper part of the dress. Is it really necessary to have that slit opening up like that? Again, this is an example of where the overall look and dress would have benefited from like probably 10 centimeters more fabric there. This is a 2 out of 5 from my point of view. Elena Weisberg. This is Moulin Rouge style. I'm positively sure this is perfect for Moulin Rouge. Well, the shoes are really very, very nice. I literally disliked the dress. The only reason why she gets the 2 out of 5 and not a lower score are those shoes, which I really, really liked, even the tone. Naomi King. The fitting of this dress is terrible from my point of view. I don't understand what is going on in the stomach area. I was really not impressed. So from my point of view, this is a 1.5 out of 5. Magda Swider. Can someone please explain this fashion look to me? I mean, as if the dress was not enough, she added this super ugly hat to an already super ugly dress, which makes it look even worse. I mean, it was already bad the way it was without the hat, and she really had to add that hat to it. This is totally 0 out of 5. Now, Ariadna Gutiérrez. When I saw this, I thought, okay, so she is walking inside a cinema hall. She's going to sit down, and then I said, no, she's not going to sit down in that. How is she going to sit down in that thing? I don't know, but what I know is that this is a 1 out of 5 from my point of view. Sam Ashgari. I like the idea, and I like this all white effect of the suit that he's wearing, because I think it goes very well with his complexion, with the skin tone. The thing with this is that the fitting is all wrong. Perhaps I would say like +1 or 2 sizes here. There is wrinkles on the trousers. The jacket actually looks too tight for his size. The sleeves are way too short. I think that the fitting here was really wrong, like really wrong. So that's all for us on week 2 for the Cannes Film Festival fashion. We will see you for closing night fashion review. Let us know what you think about this review and about the various clothes from week 2 of the Cannes Film Festival, and bye for now.